And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway, and today's starting pitcher, Kyle Bradish.
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Ready to go now? Now up for St. Louis, Michael Ciani. Right down to shoot, and that's how this game gets started. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. On a line, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Lars Nootbaar at the plate now. That's ball one. Bradish, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. The pitch. Breaking ball inside. And now 2-0. No strike. Ciani aboard here at first with nobody out. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back-to-back. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Stepping in, Brendan Donovan. That's off the mark, and the count even 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's down and in.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
To third. Goes to second for one. Onto O'Hearn. 2.
If you blink, you might miss it, and that's the magic of the 5-4-3 double play. It happens so fast, which is a huge reason why this is such a delicate sequence. The entire play will break down if one person has bad timing.
Yeah, that's fouled off. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That's the ball. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the Cardinals score first. It's 1-0.
Everything came together for him. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
And now here is Jordan Walker. Swinging a foul out of play. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Hit in the air, left field. Kjerstad. And that'll do it. Back now at Oriole Park. Our starting pitcher in this one, it's Sonny Gray. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip, but he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Adley Rutschman leading things off and takes a strike.
One strike.
Swing and a miss. That is strike two.
2 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Hauls it in, and there's one away. And now batting. Check swing, and he held up.
Ball 2.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one drilled left field. Nootbaar puts it away. 2 down. 2 down, bases empty. Here's the veteran first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. 3 for 9 in the series coming in. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that is that.
The sidewalk talks from Houston to New York, writing words of fans from LA to Newport, walking home from school to walking on ball courts.
Back here in Baltimore, second inning set to go, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Dominic Canzone. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Drilled out towards left center field. That's back there. It's a bomb. He sends one out the opposite way. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add a run. It's 2-0. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. And ball 1.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Foul ball there. 1 out, bases empty. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. And foul ball. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Kim. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for St. Louis, Jose Barrero. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Cowser makes the play, and that's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the third baseman, Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson.
Just off the inside edge.
I think it's very important to establish the inside part of the plate early. Sets the tone for the rest of the game.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So digging in, Heston Kjerstad. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. There's the strike. Henderson on at first. Nobody out. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase.
And that chance handled. Donovan for one. On to first. Ow, double play. Just got it there in time. Colton Cowser now at the plate. Hitless in the first 2 games of the series. He's 0 for 8. And that misses. 1-0.
No strike.
And another ball. 2 outs, base is empty. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
In there at the knees. 2-2 now. And delivers outside.
3-2.
And a base hit up the middle. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And now Ha-Sung Kim. The shortstop takes the ball. Just off the outside edge. Ball 2.
No strike.
And it's fouled away. Sonny Gray checks on the runner. And he dives back in safely. That one off the mark. And now 3-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Sets him down on strikes. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. On to the 3rd inning. Now batting Michael Ciani.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. So up next, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
Almost got him. Out towards right center field. Mullins on his horse. Makes the catch for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Brendan Donovan. He's 0 for 1. Here goes the runner. Swing and a ball lifted left field. And there's 2 down. Here's Nolan Gorman. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Right side, and it goes just foul. Two outs. Swing and a miss.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
In the dirt. Ciani leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. And we're back. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Gray back to work. Late swing, foul to the left. And there's a foul ball. That one missed. And down on strikes. 1 out. And next for the Orioles, Jackson Holliday.
Jackson Holliday.
That one outside, and it's 1-0. And there's a ball. And that one is in the dirt. And now 3-0. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Swing and a bouncer. Rutschman retired. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. He's 0 for 1. Check swing. He held up. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
And another ball. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the third.
Looks like he was trying to get to the front door with that curveball. It's definitely a finesse pitch. But it backed up a little bit on him and stayed inside. I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. And he takes one right on the black. It's 0-1. There's the swing and a miss.
Well, this is a higher leverage spot, and I love the way that he's turned things around. He's got 2 outs now ahead in this count, and he can pretty much dictate what's going to happen next in terms of the pitch sequence.
The next offering misses. Now 1-2. Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Just off the outside edge. And the count's full.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Could be extra bases. 1 runs in, throws to second.
Got to be feeling great about that double. Big spot, and he drives in 2. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight.
Oh, that ball finds its way into the outfield. A base hit. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 3-2. Runner at first with 2 away. Now here is Heston Kjerstad. 0 for 1 so far. That's in there, and that is strike one. Henderson, the runner at first with two gone.
One ball, two strikes.
Swing and a miss. Sonny Gray with the strikeout. Back now at Oriole Park. Now it's the DH, Jordan Walker. And that is out of play. Outside low, and 1-1. Swings through that.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Comebacker to the mound. Tosses to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Canzone. He's already homered in this game. And there's a strike. Canzone in his second season, 27 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2019.
That's a ball.
And now it's even up. And that's outside. Liner, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Good extension on that swing. Took the pitch on the outside part of the plate and drove it up the middle. He let it travel just enough.
And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. In there at the knees. That's strike one. And ball one.
1-1.
Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game. So 2 down now, and here is Ivan Herrera. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. In the dirt, but kept close. Two outs. And a foul ball. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Foul tip, but he hangs on for strike 3. Back here in Baltimore, and now the right fielder, Colton Cowser.
Colton Cowser.
Fastball is outside.
1-0. Yeah.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
And that one moves his feet. one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now
So digging in, Ha-Seong Kim.
Ha-Seong Kim.
Right through there for a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground, right side. And it finds its way through for a hit. Lead runner stops at second.
Up next for the
First and
Orioles,
second, no
center
outs.
fielder,
Cedric Mullins will hit next.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
First and second here, no outs. Slap the other way, foul. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Dives, but it's foul. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Now batting, second baseman.
So up next, Jackson Holliday. The walk and a run scored his first time. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
This guy absolutely flies. The defense wants to turn two, but they've got to get a ball they can do it with. Make sure you get the first out before you try to rush and get two and end up with nothing.
No ball. 2 strike.
Next
One ball,
offering
2
is
strikes.
down low. And that one almost hit him. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Orioles.
Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the catcher, Adley Rutschman. 0 for 2 in this one. First offering, and it just misses. And another ball.
2 balls. No strike.
Two on, 2 outs. That one fouled off.
Three and 2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 4-2.
Well done. Drives in the run.
Kyle Leahy will take over here.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Now it's the power speed combo. Mike Trout. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Next offering is downstairs. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
1 and 2.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. We go to the top of the fifth. Now up for St. Louis, Jose Barrero. Swing and a miss, strike one.
No ball, 1 strike.
A little bit low, and now it's even 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Barrero tries to hold up, appeal to first, and yes, he did. Jerry Hillsdale rings him up.
Now batting.
Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. And now the center fielder, Michael Ciani. Gets under it and pops it up. And that's foul. And he grounds one to the right side. On to O'Hearn. And the first 2 set down in the top of the fifth. Lars Nootbaar next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 2. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
He makes the grab, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And here's the first baseman, Ryan O'Hearn. Splits the plate, strike one.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. And now 1-2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one down the line, and foul ball. The 2-2. Swing and a ball popped up. Donovan. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Not in time. He's safe.
Locked in. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the left fielder, Heston Kjerstad. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. The throw to third, not in time. He's safe.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Liner, and this could be trouble. 1 run across. Rounds third, headed to the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 6-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Now at the plate, Ha-Sung Kim. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. Here's your 1. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Dives and he can't hang on. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And they come away without an out.
No problem beating out the infield hit right there. Good hustle getting down the line. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Runners are at the corners, 1 away. That pitch in for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Line drive. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Back-to-back singles. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple.
Yency Almonte into the game.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
First and second, 1 out. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles. A strikeout and a walk. That one's in there, 0-1. In the dirt, blocked.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two on, 1 out. That's too low, and it's 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
2-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Gets a piece and stays alive. And it remains 2-2. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to second for 1. But safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Rutschman stands in now and watches strike 1. Fly ball to right. Canzone makes the play, and that is that. And we're back.
Leading
Top of the
off for
6th inning.
Cardinals,
Digging in,
second baseman,
Brendan Donovan.
Brendan Donovan.
Bradish back to work.
Nope, outside.
And that's outside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it's caught for the out. Nolan Gorman digs in now. And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That misses the zone. 2-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss. The Orioles leading by 5, and we're in the top half of the 6th. One down, base is empty. And now the count filled up 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Up the middle. On to O'Hearn. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Yeah, grab a partner, join the hands. I don't do it for the game, do it all for the fans. It's the travel in the world, blessing the land with all the madness going on. Feel good.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here is Mike Trout. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. Popped up first base side. Herrera moving under this one. Makes the grab, one away. And now Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn.
That one's in there, and that's strike 1.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Snags it for the second out. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That's in for a strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Kerstead in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And that misses. Ball 1.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though.
Next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Runner on the move. Pitch misses. Throw to second, and great jump. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Coming home. Fires it to the plate. but it's offline. It's 8-2.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now Colton Cowser in the dirt, and that's ball one. Foul ball. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Siani moving under it, nabs it, and that'll do it. Back now at Oriole Park. Now it's the right fielder, Dominic Canzone. Gets the call. 0-1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Kim with the throw to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Here's Contreras now, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one misses, and that's ball one.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
On its way to the corner, Cowser on the run towards the line, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, catcher, Ivan Herrera.
Anthony Dominguez is checked into the game.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Ivan Herrera, the next to hit. And a foul ball. Dominguez, in his 8th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Broken bat, and it's popped up. And they put the tag on him for the out. Jose Barrero next up for the Cardinals.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Now 1-1.
Ball outside.
Contreras stands at second with 2 gone. There's a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Man at second. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Oh, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Michael Siani getting ready to hit. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. A changeup missing, and it's 2-0. The pit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
So hard to touch. I mean, at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
Steps on the bag for the force, and that's the 3rd out.
pitching for
We're
St.
back in a
Louis.
new pitcher here to start the bottom of the
Number
seventh.
55.
Gabe Spire.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
The shortstop, Ha-Sung Kim.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to third, Gorman sends it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit.
Now batting.
One gone, runner at first. Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Holliday.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And a foul ball.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Just missed. Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. And now two aboard, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Here's Adley Rutschman, just off the inside edge. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third.
When the skipper calls down to the bullpen, he's expecting the guy to come in and get outs. So far, not getting what he was hoping for.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Contreras under it, and he's got it. And there's 2 away. Here's Trout, 0 for 3 in this one.
And still looking for that hit to keep this streak going, and this might be his last shot at it, Boog.
On the ground to third. Gorman throws on to first. That ends the inning. Back here in Baltimore, leading off, Lars Nootbaar.
Lars Nootbaar.
And that's downstairs. 1-0.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Fastball for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
Just misses. Full count now.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Right through there. Got him. And that's the first out. Brendan Donovan. Next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Ball 1 there.
1-0.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Right through there for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Cowser makes the grab, 2 away. Nolan Gorman now at the plate.
Third baseman, Nolan Gorman.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Gets the call, and the count 1-1. Fouled off left side.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
On the inside corner for called strike 3. Bottom of the 8th, and now Ryan O'Hearn.
First baseman, Ryan O'Hearn.
Here's a check swing roller left side. Whips it to first on the run, and they get the out. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Nice job of deception right there by the pitcher. Got the hitter out there a little bit, couldn't check his swing, and induces a nice little ground out.
First pitch just misses. Base is empty, 1 away. Grounded to Gorman. Gorman throws on to first. And a couple of quick outs. Heston Kjerstad, the next to hit for the Orioles. Foul ball there. Strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Outside low, and the count 1-2.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off-speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Kjerstad checks his swing, appeal to third, and Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. That one missed.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
3-2. The pitch is outside, and ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. So a man at first. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
No strike.
Backed off the plate that time. That one fouled off, 2-2. He swings and fouls one off. Kjerstad off of first with 2 away. Now it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Yennier Cano. He last pitched 2 days ago. So now here's the Cardinals designated hitter, Jordan Walker. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And Jerry Hillsdale says he went around.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
0-2 now. Inside, just missed. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Dominic Canzone digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. That's to third. Henderson over to first in time. Now only one out remaining. Here comes Wilson Contreras. 1 for 3. That one at the knees for a strike. The Redbirds with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the ninth. Next offering is in for a strike. Cano is just 1 strike away.
1 and 2.
Tap dances out of the way of that one. Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One-two to Contreras. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around, up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
8-2 the final here. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
I don't want to buttercream with the R&B deep slide straight to the panic of these. A little thick thing, keep it got a feel like she shot you with theaters. Ever since you're young, I've been a leader. I'm on the pledge of allegiance. Kid to the public, I'm like, one day, don't shit. Just to the practice about watching never hear about. Meanwhile, a few channels down the block, they get robbed by the pops. I can't believe what I see with my eyes. So